The market wastes a whole day drifting sideways, so has anything changed?
This is Invest with Jacob.
Okay, guys, so the market traded sideways, consolidating yesterday in a 40-point range and giving us no real information throughout the day. If you remember in yesterday's video, we were looking for a little bit more information from the market to kind of tip its hand and show us which path we were likely on. So without that, we have to ask the question, has anything changed? I'll get into that in just 1 second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so we had sideways consolidation all day, a lot of whipsaw, very difficult to trade, so we kind of sat out the whole day. So let's jump into the charts and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 30-minute futures chart for the S&P 500, and one thing that I did do is I cleaned up the ABCs here and gave you more detail on them so you can see them a little better, and we're also going to go over a bullish count. So remember, off the low or off the high, we're calling this low the A wave as our primary, or alternately a wave 3. But we're going to talk about the A wave first. If this is an A wave, okay, what it looks like is we've completed an A, B, C up to complete a lower degree wave A here. And then we would be looking for an A, B, C down to complete this lower degree B. And with this pullback and consolidation, I would expect a bounce up towards this 3876 to 3900 region for that bounce in this B wave of B, and then a C wave down towards that 58 area, or down to 3750 as our support for this B wave. And then we would look for a pretty strong rally up towards around 4087 to 4100 to complete this bigger A wave here. Then you would look for a B wave pullback into support and a bigger C wave up towards 4350 or so to complete that bigger B wave to go with this bigger A wave down here. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of chop through here no matter how this plays out if we continue to move higher. Again, the expectation off of this high, this consolidation down, is we would expect to bounce up towards that 3876 area and then a pullback and then a move higher towards 4087 to 4100. Now, alternately, if this is a wave 3 down, which again, I do not like that count. I don't see it. I don't think it's there. I think this is an A wave, but that's just me. If this is a wave 3 down here, then we would be looking for an A, B, C up to about the 4,000 region for this wave 4. And then we would start wave 5 down from there, and we would break this 39 low directly. It is possible that this move higher here towards 3950 was all of this wave 4. And if that's the case, we will move directly lower and break this low and continue our move down directly towards that 3300 region, possibly even as low as 3200. So we need to see what happens from this no man's land. If they continue to move lower and break this 3712 support area, then it's going to be much more likely we take out this low and continue on in a wave 5 down, or potentially an extension of this A wave down towards about 3600s. So essentially, it's just going to come down to what happens from this region here. If we move directly lower and break support, then it's much more likely that this wave 4 is in and we're heading lower in wave 5. If we can make the ABC higher, then we'll have to see how it plays out from there to see which count we're in, whether it's wave 4 and we get up towards this 4,000 region, or it is the A wave and we have to get this B wave down to 3750 area first, then the A wave up. So it's very complex because we broke the pivot down here on this low and the structure is very complex. So we don't have a pinpointed path at the moment, which is why we didn't trade today and why we probably won't trade until we get a C wave set up off of a support zone. And again, guys, this is why Elliott Wave is so powerful. Even if we don't know the exact count, it's not about being right or wrong. It's about understanding what levels are support so that we can trade off of that level. And if we're right, we make a bunch of dollars like we did last Friday. And if we're wrong, we only lose pennies because we know where our support area breaks and we set our stops there. Okay, so that's why Elliott Wave is so powerful and so great to trade off of, because you know your key levels and you know how to use those levels to set up your trades for to be profitable. The other possibility is anytime you break the pivot on a wave 4 pullback, there is the potential for a diagonal, and we could have a leading diagonal set up here. But again, diagonals are not trustworthy, and they're not something I'm even going to entertain until we get much more of this pattern filled out. So the bulls do have a couple of possibilities, but they are pretty much on life support at the moment. And right now we're looking for these bigger bearish patterns to play out. Okay, so over on the NASDAQ, okay, same types of situation here. We're looking at an A wave down on the low here, and then an ABC up to complete a lower degree wave A. We would look for a little bit of a bounce up and then a pullback again in this B wave to hold around 11,355 or higher. And then we would look for that C wave up towards the 12,825 region to complete this smaller degree A wave, then a B wave down, and then C up to the 14,000 region on the NASDAQ. If they do move directly lower in the NASDAQ, I would look at that as an extension of this A wave, and I would not expect that to be a direct move lower here. So I am not expecting lower lows on either chart, but obviously anything is possible in the stock market. So if they do break support and head down, that's the way I would view it. So right now, guys, the bears are in control of the market, and the bearish patterns are starting to play out fully so that we can see exactly what our targets are, and that's what we'll be watching over the next week or so to decide which area we are in this count. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there, be part of our trading community, make sure you love it, and it's for you before you ever spend a penny. Okay, we have 2 incredible rooms. In the first one, my Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, as well as all of your Elliott Wave questions answered. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade them, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months. So we don't trade quite as often as the day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that crushes the market. You saw a few trades last week that had like 1,200 and 1,400% gains, and that's that unique style he uses. That's another reason we give you that free trial, so you can check out that method and make sure it's for you. He also put $4,000 in a challenge account where he is trading mini ES futures in a disciplined manner to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. He's averaging 3 to 4% gains per week in there and doing an outstanding job. Guys, we would love to have you in our rooms so we can make some money together. All right, guys, key takeaways for today. We would like a little bit more information, but our primary thought is we have a bounce up towards about 3,900 or 3,875, somewhere in that range. Then a pullback towards 3,750 to complete the B wave. Then we would look for the C wave up towards 4,100 to complete that smaller degree wave A. If they do break support down here at 3,712, then it would look like we're moving lower, possibly in that wave 5, and new lows would be incoming. Over on the NASDAQ, we are looking for a bounce up towards that 12,000 region, and then a C wave down to complete this B, down toward 11,355, and then we would look for a bigger C wave up to complete that bigger wave A up towards the 12,825 region before getting a B and C follow through from there. If they do break support at 11,355, we would look for a move lower to break this low. All right, guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.